What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Nye. And today I'm coming to y'all with a video on my labor delivery. Story time. Mind y'all, this was the craziest, most wildest. Like, now this experience was something else, though. Y'all don't mind my nails. You know, we on quarantine and stuff. I can't go out and get them done, you know. So, don't hide them. I just want to hide them. But, so, where do I? Oh, okay, I'm going to start from March 21st. That was her due date, okay? My baby birthday is March 23rd. And my water broke March 22nd at 6 p.m. This is where the story begins. Da, da, da. It's like, no. But, okay, so around this time, you know, I'm sitting on my bed, chilling, eating the best Chipotle in the world with my cousin Jazz and then my auntie Carla. Mind you, I'm talking to my auntie, and I don't even remember what we was talking about, but we just talking. I'm banging this Chipotle, and I'm like, bro, this Chipotle is the best Chipotle I ever had. That's all that I'm thinking in my head. And mind y'all, I've been trying to go on labor for forever. Like, I did everything you could do, nothing worked. I did castor oil, I walked around, I did everything. But this particular day, your girl had twerked. I twerked my butt off, and I don't even know how to twerk, okay? But I twerked my butt off. And I walked and I bounced on my ball. Then 2 hours, 3 hours later, my water broke. So twerking definitely helped. But, and I'm so serious because that's the only thing that I didn't try before that I had tried. And when my water broke, I'm like, I just felt a gush, like a gush. I didn't even hear nothing. It just was like a gush. And my auntie, I looked at my auntie like, oh, it's warm, it's warm. And she looked at me like, what's warm? And like, that was the face that she had. I'm like, oh, it's warm. And then I hopped up and my water was leaking. And she's like, oh, go sit on the toilet. Well, she didn't say, she's like, oh my God, go sit on the toilet. So I'm like, okay, FaceTime Brandon and tell him now I went into labor. Mind y'all, I was with Brandon the day I went into labor. And I told him, because we had been around each other basically my whole pregnancy. So I'm like, look, come to my house or I'm just gonna stay another night at your house because, you know, we a day past Skylar due date and my water could break at any time. He's like, trust me, our water not gonna break. Yada, yada. I'm like, okay, now when my water break when you're not around, don't say nothing. So she FaceTime, I'm like, now your water broke, and I'm in the background like, I told you my water was gonna break. And I'm sitting on the toilet, mind you, I wasn't in no pain, zero pain, but I knew the pain was coming. So what did I do? I'm just sitting on the toilet. I'm on FaceTime with her godmom. Like, Sincere, my water broke. Then her mama was on the phone, her brother. I'm like, yeah, yo, I'm so happy. Like, whew. I wish that happiness lasted. So I got off the phone with them. 30 minutes went by, and her daddy still wasn't here. So I called him, and I'm like, bro, where is you at? Like, my water broke. You know, here. He's like, we about to leave now. Shush, baby, shush. Shush, baby, shush. Shush, baby, shush. Gotta get my spoil, baby. Okay, she good. For some more. But, so, where's that? Oh, so I'm texting me. They about to be on their way. So I'm like, 30 minutes later. So at this time, it's like, when he get here, it's like an hour and a half to pass. So, when you get here, I already had my bags packed because your girl was ready to get the baby out. So I took my bags. Well, he took my bags. We went up to the hospital. We went to Beaumont and Trenton because they told us not to go to our regular hospital because that hospital had a lot of cases of the coronavirus. So they had sent us to a smaller facility that was more so for birthing. And we went up there. When we got there, they stopped us and they were like, have you guys traveled outside the U.S.? Have y'all had any colds, any fever, yada, yada? We're like, no, we're answering the questions, we're not sick. They gave us hand sanitizer and sent us up to labor and delivery. And they asked me if I could get a wheelchair. I really didn't, but, you know, your girl had to say yeah to be extra. So they had wheeled me up. Well, Brandon wheeled me up to labor and delivery. And we went straight to triage. They had checked to see if that was my water that broke. And it was. Like, I knew my water broke because it was still leaking while I'm at the hospital, just leaking. Like, I felt like I had a Like, you know when you don't turn the faucet off all the way? It was like that. So I'm in the bed or whatever, and she checked my blood pressure. My blood pressure was high because your girl was scared because I didn't know when the contractions was gonna kick in. So I'm like, I haven't had any contractions. She said, you've been having contractions since you've been here. They're just not, like, you just don't feel them. And they're probably more so on your back because I had back pains my whole pregnancy. So I didn't really know that contractions could be on your back. I'm just like, okay, it's just regular pregnancy back pain, but I guess my contractions was just more so on my back. So anyways, as we in there, whatever, we was in there for like a good 30 minutes, and then they was like, okay, you're staying, you're most definitely staying. I'm like, I know, period, like, period, boo. So when I first got there, I was at a 1, and mind you, I had been a 1 since I was 37, 36 weeks, something like that. So they had took me to the delivery room, got me on some medicine and some medicine to speed up my labor. The medicine that speed up my labor, I waited a minute for the pain medicine because the medicine that sped up my labor didn't start, like, contractions didn't get bad for real until like 10 o'clock, and I had been there since like 7, 8 o'clock. So when my contractions started getting bad, I'm like, you know, hit me with the hit. Your girl need that medicine. So they had she had gave me some medicine or whatever, and I got so drowsy. You know, I'm trying to talk quiet because my baby's sleeping. She a crybaby. Well, she not even a crybaby. She's just fussy. But I try to, like, you know, but I try. Get it this time. Come on. Mama spoil you, girl. Oh, look like my baby boy. I swear to God, she not boy. But anyways, so they had gave me the Pitocin. I think that's the one that sped up my labor. They gave me this other medicine, and girl, and stuff after that just went like, no, I didn't go fast. It's just like I slept through most of it. So when they first gave me medicine, I got real woozy. Then, like, they came in again at like 3 to check me, and I was dilated to a 3. And after that, they had put the catheter in me because I couldn't get up to go pee anymore. I don't even know why they put the catheter. No. Ooh. They put the catheter in me until I had got my epidural. So throughout the night, they had me flipping sides because every time I got a contraction, her heart rate dropped. So they had gave me some they had gave me, what did they give me in the middle of the night? No, they just kept checking my cervix. And when I had woke up for good in the morning, which was like at like 7, 8, they had checked me again. I was only a 4. So he came back in there and was like, we're gonna take you off the Pitocin because it's making her heart rate drop. You smiling, mama? You smiling? I didn't know she was woke, y'all. But one second. Okay, so where was I? I think I was in the middle of the night. I mean, in the morning time. So the first time they took me again, they had took me off the medicine because her heart rate kept dropping. So he told me, he gave me a speech at around 10. Excuse me. He gave me a speech around 10, like, basically, if your labor don't speed up, you're gonna have to get a C-section. And there's like if it doesn't speed up on its own because the medicine is making her heart rate drop. Every time you have a contraction, her heart rate drops significantly. And I'm like, okay, like at this point I'm ready to get the baby out, but deep down inside with a doo-doo out. I'm like, no, I don't want a C-section. Not me, God. Why? That's what I was thinking. But yeah. So I asked them for my epidural because my contractions got a little bit worse. And I'm like, can I get my epidural? So they gave me my epidural. No, they tried to check my cervix again before. That's what made me get my epidural. He tried to check my cervix. And while he doing it, it just was so sore and everything just hurted. Like my butt, my vagina. Like, I'm just like, this hurts. Because I was having a contraction while he was checking how much I was dilated. So, you don't want me to make no YouTube video? Huh? Okay. So, I they told me we're gonna give you one more try at the medicine or whatever. After I got my epidural, and Brandon had to help them first. My bad, I know I keep mixing, but she throwing me off. So they had to put a catheter in me, and Brandon had to help him because your girl was not participating. I wasn't no help. My legs was just like there. So they put the catheter in me or whatever, and Brandon helped. I know he's seen all that nasty stuff down there. Like, it was some stuff going on. Like, and your girl couldn't shave. So I know he's seen a lot. So after that, they had gave me my epidural, and they had Brandon like sit in front of me or whatever, so I wouldn't jump or nothing. So I'm like, I'm not gonna look at this needle or nothing. Like, that's what I had in my head. Because if I would have seen that needle, your girl wasn't getting it. She would have just stayed in the pad. So I held on to Brandon, whatever, and he had moved his chair a little bit before he even had the epidural prepped. I'm like, don't move, don't move. Like, I was so scared, like, because the girl wasn't trying to be paralyzed or nothing. So he gave me my epidural, and they put me back on the medicine, and I had another contraction, and her heart rate dropped. So they was like, yep, you got to get a C-section, Brandon. You got to go get some food because you didn't eat this morning. You didn't order breakfast, so you have to go downstairs to the cafeteria and get you some food, or you have to get something out the vending machine. So he went to go get him some food or whatever. And as soon as he left out, her heart rate dropped to 50. And it's like, they just started moving. Like, doctors started rushing in to come get me. And I'm like, wait, Brandon, like, wait. So I seen him come in the room because I had called him to tell him that they just gonna give me the C-section. Like, well, he knew, but I'm like, they trying to do it now because her heart rate dropped again. Before her heart rate dropped, like, her heart rate dropped twice. The first time it dropped, like, still in the hundreds. But the second time it dropped to 50. And he was in there when they dropped to 50. But I had told him to hurry up and come back or whatever. So as soon as he get in there, her heart rate dropped to 50. And they started wheeling me out and, like, a whole bunch of doctors. And they had me on my hands and my knees. And with my butt in the air. Mind y'all, they had me like that most of the night. So it wasn't really a problem. But the only problem was y'all got my butt up in the air with all these people around. And everybody go see my booty. But I didn't care about that at the moment. But now that's what I'm thinking. So they had took me to the C-section room, and it was an emergency C-section. So they had laid me down. Brandon wasn't in there at all. So I'm like, where's Brandon? Where's Brandon? And nobody, I don't know why, nobody felt the need to tell me that they strap your arms down when you get a C-section. Like, for future moms or moms right now that's pregnant and you have to get a C-section, they will strap your arms down to let you know. Because I panicked when they started doing that. I thought they thought your girl was crazy. I'm like, I'm okay. What is she doing? Like, why are you strapping me down? Like, I was scared. So he could get, the man that did my epidural came back and get to put stuff in my epidural. And my doctor like, can you feel this, Lanaya? Can you feel this? Can you feel that? And I'm like, yep, I can feel it. And mind you, I don't think I can really feel it, but everything is a mental thing with me. So I'm like, I most definitely can feel it. Like, so as they doing that or whatever, I told them I could feel it, but I'm like, can Brady come back in? She's like, in a minute. So I'm still like panicking, like, we're like, okay, is her heart rate good? Like, is everything okay? And as I'm talking, they just put the mask on me. And I'm like, maybe this is my oxygen mask. But no, nigga, they put a nigga to sleep. I was out of there. So I woke up and it's just me, no baby, no Brandon. And I'm in the operation room and it's the doctor and my nurse. And I'm like, where's my baby? Like, where's the dad? Like, where's Brandon? Like, somebody, I need answers. So they like, the baby's okay. She's with dad. And I'm like, no, I want to see my baby. So I like tried to get up and they put your girl back to sleep. So we ended up going back to my room or whatever, but I was still asleep. I just remember waking up for the second time in my room. Like, I woke up and I see my nurse writing my baby stuff on the board. Like, she would put 5 pounds, 6 ounces, born at 12:21 p.m. and her height was 19 inches, and yeah, and she was a girl. And my last name was Nelson, so they put Nelson, but her last name not even Nelson, it's Johnson. So I have her in my room. I'm like, okay, where's my baby? Like, is she okay? Like, why is the only Brandon in here? And Brandon like, she okay? Like, everybody trying to comment out, like, she okay? Brandon like, see, look at her picture. And her picture, she had on oxygen, like the little things to go up her nostrils. So I'm like, well, what's wrong with my baby? Like, is she okay? Like, is she not breathing? Somebody, I need answers. So they had told me, like, you can't leave out your room yet to go see her, but she's in the nursery. So I'm like, well, can she come see me? And they're like, no, because she's on oxygen. I'm like, well, she's on oxygen. She was like drinking up all the fluids, breathing in all the fluids while she was doing that. While she was in my stomach, after my water broke, she was drinking it. And every time I had a contraction, she was squeezing the umbilical cord. So that's why her heart rate was dropping and she was losing oxygen. So they had to put her on an oxygen machine. So when I went in there, I got to hold her. She had an IV in her little foot, but she had kicked it out and her foot started bleeding a lot, and I was so nervous. So after that or whatever, I checked on her. I seen her. I got to hold her. My voice was gone because they had stuck a tube down my throat during the C-section for me to keep breathing. And I could barely talk, like, when I had her. And I was so emotional when I first see her, because it's just like, you're really my daughter. Like, I love you. Like, that's what it was. And now I can't believe you're on oxygen. Like, I was so sad that she was on oxygen. So after that, I got to hold her. Then I was in there for like a good hour. I tried the nurse. She latched on immediately, but it was just like the clear stuff or whatever. But yeah, that was my labor and delivery story. And after, like a little bit after, but I'm not gonna get too much after because this video is already pretty long. But yeah, that's the little stuff about Skylar. And I really, like, in all seriousness, almost lost my baby because, like, my nurse had told me, like, her, like, in the nursery, she was like, when she first came out, she wasn't breathing. Like, they had to get her to breathe and then put her on the oxygen. And I'm like, maybe it was good that I was asleep, because if I would have been woke and my baby wasn't breathing, I would have been on the nut. Like, what's wrong with her? She was breathing. Like, she wasn't breathing, but her heart rate was fine when we got here. Like, so yeah, that's a little story time on the birth of this one, this angel, this crybaby. She came out looking like her dad, but now she looks like her mom. Still look a little bit like daddy, like when she sleep, but when she woke, she looked like me, because she got them big old eyes, you know. But yeah, peace to the Middle East, and comment with more videos y'all want during this quarantine, because your girl is bored and Skylar be sleeping all the time. And yeah, peace, period, boo, bye, say no, bye y'all.